Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning, class. I'm Vaishnavi Sawant. My subject is English, and we are going to learn a poem that is of Standard 5th. Just watch a video and tell me what you can understand from this video. What did you understand? Yes, students. Yes, it was. Yes, it was about mother, that how she helps us and how she takes care of us. So today we are going to learn a poem about only one mother, and the poem is written by a famous author, that is George Cooper. So we will first learn. We will start reading the first stanza. Yes, Atifa, read the first stanza.
100 of stars in the pretty sky, 100 of shells on the shore together.
Yes. So, in the first stanza, the poet, that is George Cooper, what is saying that he is giving some description about mother and other things in the surrounding. That is, in the first stanza, he has given explanation about the stars and the shells. So, what he is saying that in the sky there are many stars that are in the sky, which are shining brightly, and they are pretty and very huge and white in color. So he has compared some stars to a different surrounding, and the poem is about mother. So he is saying that just like the mother is there in our world, the other things are the stars and the shell. So he is saying that the stars are in the sky and they are shining very brightly and they are very pretty. In the second line, 100 of shells on the shore together. So what are the shells? Shells are the some form of substance that are found on the sea, and we can see whenever we visit the sea or a beach, you can see in the sand you can found different types of shells in different shapes we can find, and that are the shells. So the poet, that is George Cooper, is saying that shells are found on the shore together. So there are many shells that are found, and they are together and they are being in the on the beach. Now coming to the explanation. Yes, Atifa, read the explanation also of the first stanza.
In the stanza, the poet says that there are hundreds of stars in the pretty sky when night happens, and this has created a beautiful scene in the sky. Then the poet says that there are many shells on the river or lakeside which are white in color and it is looking good.
Yes. So what the poet is saying that in the night time the stars are shining brightly, and this is creating a very beautiful scene in the sky. In the second part, he is also saying that shells are found on the river side or the lake side or on the beach side, and they are very white in color, and this is looking very nice and good. Now coming to the next part. Second stanza. Yes, Insha, read second stanza.
Hundreds of birds that go singing by, hundreds of lambs in the sunny weather.
Yes. So what in the second stanza, the poet is saying that you can see in the first picture how the birds are flying up in the sky. So the birds, whenever they are flying in the sky, they are singing very happily and joyfully when they are going up. So the poet is saying that there are many birds, like there are hundred of birds, they are going together and singing very happily and flying in the sky. Next, hundred of lambs in the sunny weather. Now the sunny weather is very a beautiful or a nice environment, and the sun is there in this weather. So lamb is animal found in the sunny weather. So the poet is saying that there are hundred of lambs. Lambs is an animal. So the poet is saying in this sunny weather, hundred of lambs are there and they are sitting on the grass, and this is very looking very pretty when they are many in number. So now coming to the explanation. Yes, Insha, read this also.
Here the poet says that there are plenty of things in the world which are there. In this stanza, the poet has given the example of birds. The birds are there in the sky and they are singing joyfully and merrily flying in the sky. Hundreds of lamps in the sunny weather means the lamps are shining in the sunny sky, which is very beautiful, and grazing in the field in this sunny weather.
Yes. So what the poet is in this second stanza, the poet has explained about the birds, how they are flying in the sky, how they are singing and flying, and lambs are also there in this sunny weather, and they are shining because of the sunlight. And this scene is very beautiful. And how the lambs are grazing means they are eating the grass in this field, and how this entire scene is looking very nice, just like the birds and lambs, the both animal and bird are creating a very nice environment in this stanza. Now coming to the next stanza, stanza third. Who will read it? Yes, who will read third stanza?
I'll read.
Yes.
Hundreds of dewdrops to greet the dawn, hundreds of bees in the purple clover.
Yes. So can you tell me the third stanza new words?
Dawn, clover.
Yes. Okay. Dewdrops is there, dawn is there, and clover is there. So, what in the third stanza, the poet is saying that you can see in the in the winter part, whenever there is a fog, so you can see on the leaves part there are droplets found of water on the leaf or the grass. So the poet is saying that hundred of these dewdrops means the water droplets are found in this dawn. So what is a dawn? Dawn is a sunrise which is coming before take sunrise is no dawn is what the rays of sunlight which are coming before the morning is taking place. So the poet is saying that there are many dewdrops found in this on this leaf or the grass, and these dewdrops are coming to welcome the dawn part, that is the rays of sunlight which are there. Now the next, hundred of bees in the purple clover. What is a clover? Clover is a flower. So the poet is saying that the bees are there, means various types of insect are there, and they are moving very nicely on this purple flowers, so that they can take the beauty of the nature. And this you can see how the bee is sitting on the flower and sucking sucking the some substance from the flower. So what the poet is saying that the how the insect are also taking very fond of nature, and they are loving the nature in this part. So now explanation of this stanza. Yes, read the explanation.
In this stanza, the poet explains there are small dewdrops of water which are there on the lake or river. They are welcoming and greeting the dawn, which means the early sunrise taking place in this time. Now the poet sees the bees on the purple clover. which means a beautiful flower which is blooming in the morning and creating a nice and beautiful scene in the early morning.
Yes. So just now I told you that now the dewdrops of water are there on the lake or river side, and they are welcoming the dawn, that is the early sunrise coming, and they are also creating a very nice environment. And how the bees and other insects are sitting on the purple flower, that is a beautiful flower, and whenever the flower is blooming in the morning, it is creating a very nice scene in this sunrise part. Now coming to the last paragraph. Yes, fourth stanza. Read someone.
Shall I?
Yes, yes, read.
Hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, but only one mother the wide world over.
Yes. So in the fourth stanza, what the poet George Cooper is saying that in the world, that is, hundred of butterflies are found. So you can see how the butterflies are very beautiful in color. They are having very attractive beauty, and this are there in the nature. And whenever the butterflies are flying in the garden or the lawn, it is creating a very nice picture. So the poet is saying that there are many butterflies which are roaming and flying in the sky, but only one mother the wide world over. So in the last part, what the poet is saying that though there are many things in the environment or the surrounding, that is the stars, the shells, the butterflies, the lamb, then what bees is there, everything is there, but you can find only in the world there is only one mother found who is always taking care of us, who is always supporting us, who is always protecting us and always loves us. So there is no comparison between all the things in the surrounding and the mother. The mother's love is just irreplaceable of everything. She's always a friend, she's always a supporter, she's always giving some good advice to us, she's always helpful to us. So we should appreciate our mother. We should not be giving any harm to her. We should always be careful to her. We should always love her. So the poet is saying that though there are many things in the surrounding, but there is only one mother, and no mother can be irreplaceable in the last part. So the poet is conveying a very good message that we should always respect our parents, and we should always take good care of them, and we should be happy with them. We should not hurt them. So this is an important message which is given by George Cooper in the poem. Now the last part. In the explanation, read Nidhi the last explanation of this stanza.
The poet tells there are many beautiful butterflies which are flying on the lawn and the garden. The poet explains that all the things in the surrounding are found in many numbers, but the mother in only one which is found in the world. She always plays an important role in our life, and she is the gem of our life.
Yes. So just now I told you that there are though many things in the environment, there is no such person that the God has created. So that is only a mother. She always loves her child. No, what matter the child is doing, but she always protects him, and she is the only one who is the gem of our life. So coming to the summary part. The poem is written by George Cooper. He says that there are hundreds of different things in the world, but there is only one mother. Importance of mother is much more than anything in the world. For every mother, her child is one of the best gift from the God, and for every child, mother is the best gift from the God. So coming to the questions part. Yes. First, there are hundred of dash in the sky. What will be the answer of first?
Stars.
Stars.
Yes. Second, there are hundred of dash on the shore.
See,
What?
Shells.
Yes. Hundred third. Hundred of dewdrop greets the.
Dawn.
Yes. There are hundred of dash in the purple clover.
Bees.
Yes, there are hundred of butterflies on the,
Lawn.
but there is only one dash the wide world over.
Mother.
Yes, right. So the new words, that is dewdrops is drops of water found on the leaves in the winter season. Dawn is the time before sunrise. Clover is a small plant with pink or white flowers. Lawn, an area covered with grass in front of house or big garden. And wide is huge and big. So for the homework for today is you have to write 10 to 15 lines on the topic my mother. Thank you so much.